Are we live? Does it say? Does it? Um, yeah, I don't see it.
Oh yeah, you're live.
Oh, I'm live. For legit?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're just waiting on our special guest. Hey guys, it is Coach Kofia here. We are live, not in my kitchen. We're live. We're not live in my kitchen. Change of plans, but we're still making this chili. Um, we're waiting for our special guest. I wanted to celebrate the fact that we got 100 subscribers. Now we're at 107. Okay, can you go in the other room and then make sure my sound is okay? Let me know, please. And thank you. And then if you don't mind, here, let me see. So it shows me, oh, it does. Okay, it shows me live. It says two people are watching. What's up, guys? Let me turn the sound down, make sure. All right. So we're cooking in the kitchen. I feel like this needs to be a little bit taller. Can y'all hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Sound good.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Let me see. I wonder if my special guest got her link. Um, is anybody cooking with us? Invite a guest. I'm just gonna copy this link. I wonder if I go out of here if it's gonna close it completely. Hmm. Let's see.
Hey, Sophia.
Oh, I hear you. Oh my God. Okay, I hear you. What's
Can you see?
up? I can see you.
Okay. Are we live?
We are live. We are live in
Oh,
living color. Yes. Yes.
okay. Hey, everybody. How are you? I'm
Yes.
so excited to make this chili.
Me too. I love your. Let me see your apron. Step back. Let me
Oh,
see.
yes. Hold on. This was actually a gift from a house guest that we had, and she gave some aprons for myself and my husband and little caps. I should put the chef cap on.
Okay. Yeah, because we cooking. Listen. Okay. So welcome everybody.
Hey, I'm just getting something. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. No, you're fine. Welcome everybody. I am Coach Kofia. You are tuning in live, most likely on my YouTube channel. I'm also streaming potentially on Facebook and LinkedIn. And so just want to welcome you all. Today we are celebrating the fact that we made it to 100 subscribers. And I
Ooh,
wanted to,
congratulations.
yes, okay. And I wanted to do something a little bit special and cooking as it relates to healthy eating, and then also bringing on our special guest. So Dr. Nicole is amazing. Okay. She is she is an amazing woman, amazing mom, amazing wife. She is a psychologist. She is a femininity coach. She is a great friend. And so we are really this is such a pleasure to have you with us today. Okay.
I'm so excited. You know, I love cooking, and we always talk about it. So I'm
For
happy to
sure.
be here.
For sure. So, if you would like to tell the people a little bit about yourself, and we can actually, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to introduce our recipes and actually get started.
Okay, all right. So, hi, everybody. Actually, you just saw me. I was warming up some leftover food from yesterday for my husband, giving him, I have made lamb chops yesterday. But my name is Dr. Nicole, and I am a licensed psychologist and a femininity and boundaries coach. And I just love to enjoy life and to cook and to help women to tap into that part of themselves that often gets buried, like in the hustle and bustle. We don't take time to cook. We don't take time to eat. We don't take time to spend time with ourselves and our families. So I just enjoy helping women to return back to, I want to say, to themselves and what's possible. And through doing that, we become healthier. When we stop and we cook, we become healthier. When we stop and we sit down and eat, when we serve our family, like, I believe we truly become healthier.
Come on now, she's dropping gems already. Listen, yes. Look, as you say, yes, yes, yes to all the things. So I love what you said about returning to ourselves. And I think that's super important as it relates to you're on a healthy fitness journey. And for me, being on this journey, I don't even know if I've been at this place before where I'm actually tuned in, tapped in, focused in on who I am at the highest level. But I do believe that I was created to be that way. So I can totally identify with returning to that original state that life is kind of like, I let just kind of make me a different person. So I think that's really good.
Yeah,
So
it happens to a lot of us. It happens almost to every woman, and she just has to be intentional about coming back. So,
that's good. So if you
yeah.
are watching this live, we would love to know that you're live in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And then if you happen to catch this on the replay, put hashtag rerun because I would just love to welcome and thank you for tuning in. Okay, so today we're making chili. We're making chili.
My stuff ready.
So, okay, I'm gonna list off. Well, maybe you'll go first. List, or are you in that space where you can show us maybe what your ingredients are?
So, we said we were gonna do chili because it can be so healthy. It can, like, it's one of those things that it can be what you want it to be. And so I'm gonna make ground turkey chili. I
Okay.
think most of the time we have turkey. I mean, beef chili is good too. I like ground beef, but I'm gonna do ground um, turkey. And just to me, the thing is, like, all your seasonings, your natural herbs and spices, your beans. Like, on the fitness journey, we know the protein is key. So, like, the ground, whatever the protein is, and your beans,
Hmm.
like, good oils. That's what I learned over the years, is like the oil you cook with is so important. And, just some other stuff. The ground beef I'm going to get out, but I want to actually use, I love my Instapot.
Hmm.
You guys like it? Because it just, it's something about that pressure cooking that brings all the flavor, like, it supercharges it. So we could
Yeah.
just put on the pot for the same amount of time, but let's just do
Right.
the Instapot here.
That's
So
what's up. So as far as my ingredients, I got the traditional, diced tomatoes,
oh
tomato
yeah, yeah.
tomato sauce. I also grabbed a couple bags of the chili. Like this is, I don't know that this is not healthy. This is straight up carbs. Oh, it has 2 grams of protein. But I
Okay.
wanted to be able to sprinkle either this on top for a little crunch to add, because different textures just adds to like the way that it tastes, like that whole
Yes.
experience, right? So I got a little bit of that. I got my seasonings over here, of course, black pepper, garlic powder. I got some oregano. I got some cayenne pepper. I got my beans. I do add a little bit of ketchup. And so
Uh-huh.
because I'm not in my own kitchen, I had to run and get the things because I wasn't sure if if Nana had them, and I don't want to use all her stuff. So went to good old Aldi because Aldi got all the things.
That's my place. Look.
So then I got the sour cream. I'm gonna shred up some mozzarella cheese. I
Uh-huh.
got a little
That's
bit of
right.
cumin, yellow onion, and then I'm also using a ground turkey. And I got some garlic,
Come on, ground turkey. Making a
paprika.
comeback.
Listen, okay. So with this, the whole GLP-1 journey, um, hey, Alonda, the GLP-1 journey, the digestion of our food is slowed, right? And so I really don't want to put things that I know is going to take a whole bunch of extra time anyway. And I feel like, in my experience, beef digests the slowest. Turkey is a little bit faster than beef. I would say chicken is probably the fastest in my digestive system. So,
and that is so important to know yourself. Like, that's the thing. So many times we get so caught up in reading this and that, and we never actually pay attention to ourselves to see what it's actually like. So,
right, very, very true, and that's one thing I'm passionate about too, is knowing yourself. I feel like all things start there. I made a video earlier that'll be released about your goals and how we start to set goals, but we start from this place like we just sit down and we're going to start setting goals. And I'm like, you probably want to back it up just a couple steps. At least that's what has worked in my experience, is really getting in tune with who you are as far as like your identity, and then what is that identity of the person that you would like to become, right? And then setting the plans for that. So yeah,
no,
so
that is so true.
I'm gonna get started with cutting up my onion and then my garlic as well. Now, I don't know if you want to talk to us a little bit about what kind of got you on this journey, of becoming a psychologist or like becoming a femininity coach. Like, what drove you to that, if something did?
I've always, since I was little, and we're going to cut these onions. You always got to start with cutting the onions, right?
Literally.
Ever since I was little, I've just been interested in human, and how people think and behave, and, traveling since I was like 12 or 13, meeting people from all over the world. I just got so interested, like truly curious about people. And so I just went all in the field of psychology, neuropsychology, culture, the brain, everything. And then after practicing as a psychologist for so long and being a professor, we're just curious people, right? We always want to know what's next. And so I felt like coaching, what I saw is so many women, oh my gosh, Sophia, and we talk about this. So many women are disconnected from their femininity. They're always just, they're work, 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 boss mode, boss chick. They don't know how to fall back and be soft. And I'm like, how did we get here? This is crazy.
Right?
So it's just sad. It is, and it's not like that everywhere. Like, just from traveling to different parts of the world, Africa, the Middle East, like, I feel like women have retained so much more of themselves. I feel like Western culture makes us hustle and grind.
Yeah.
To the point where you'll hear women saying like, "Oh, I don't cook." Oh, and I'm just like, wow, that's deep. And I'm not saying everybody's schedule is the same. You should have to cook every night, but like, you just don't cook. Okay, tell me how that's gonna work out.
Right. And then, so like, from what you said, I know we talked about this, but like, what, being a person who helps other women, and just hearing certain words that are trending, right? So I mean, back when we started coaching, like, the word or the buzzword femininity was not around, right? But you have been preaching it till you're blue in the face, okay?
And you be like, oh gosh, can somebody listen?
So what do you feel like what would you like if somebody says, I don't even, because a lot of times we have a definition of a word, but everybody's definition of that word isn't the same.
Yes,
right?
that's true.
So when you say femininity, what do you mean by femininity?
Okay, that is so good, because I feel like there's been a backlash because it came onto the scene and people feel like it was, I don't know, they just feel a lot of things. We've talked about it. But for me, femininity is really connecting. Whoa. something fell over there. Connecting to that core part of your nature as a woman that allows you to be soft, that allows you to be in receiving mode, that allows you to tap into qualities like being able to connect, having empathy, having being able to have an emotion, like be in touch with your emotions, like all of those skills that in the workplace they might call soft skills. Those are actually core parts of our femininity. So anything that you as a woman that allows you to connect to yourself and others and be in a softer place, like that's what I'm talking about with femininity. And I emphasize soft because I know a lot of people are like, they feel like being soft is a weakness. So that's hard for them, but they don't understand the power in that. Because something that's soft can still be strong. It's just that it's not rigid.
Ooh.
And rigid things break. You know how you have like a twig or a branch that's just so dried out and hard, like it, you can actually break it because it's just it's not what's the word? It's not pliable. Almost. Yeah, brittle. That's the word.
It's brittle.
So we need to be, and if you think about it, and I love when you did your video, I'm losing weight for a man, because we try to pretend that things that we do aren't for the person that we want. And if you look at it, men love a feminine woman. Just like women love have you ever heard a woman say, "Oh, I want a feminine man"? Like that. And shout out to the feminine men. Like it's no shade, but like, do women say that? Like, so it's the same with.
It's the same, yes. So, hey, everybody that's joining in. I see you guys in the chat. I know Alonda was in the building. Traces of Twan was in the building. Kim J is in the building. So today we are talking about femininity and health, and we are cooking chili. So we talked about our ingredients. Looks like we're chopping up our onions.
Why do we all have that old busted up knife? Like I have so many knives, but
Nana, is there a knife, like a big knife somewhere? And I didn't tell, if you didn't know, I'm not in my kitchen, so I don't know my way around,
but she can make it happen.
Down on the side? Okay. Oh, I see. Well, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. I'm over here messing with stuff. Okay, found a big one. So I have never heard a woman say that she wants a soft man. Never in my life. What's up, Dee Downsizing and Diva? Okay, so we in here chopping up some onions. Did you guys cook already? Are y'all cooking currently? Meal prepping for the week? I think we're gonna have this chili for dinner. Not tonight, maybe tomorrow. They already had pizza because the Chiefs are playing.
Who are y'all playing?
The undefeated team, Kansas City Chiefs. We're playing the we're playing the Bills. Are we playing the Bills? We're playing the Bills.
I thought the Eagles. Look,
they not.
Oh my gosh.
I have not watched not one Chiefs game, but I rep for my city. Like I own the team. Like, you know.
I know. Like they front row.
Like I got a jersey. I do not have one. So yeah, I would love to know if you guys are cooking. Okay. If you guys have already cooked and what you're cooking. And then if you have questions for Dr. Nicole, like I told you, or you may not have heard, but she is a psychologist and a femininity coach. And so we're talking today about just health, cooking, you know, what femininity means. If you have questions and if you've heard the term and you're like, I don't know what that means, or do you feel like you're a feminine woman? Can you identify as a feminine woman, or would you like to be more feminine? I can tell you, like,
I just turned on my Instapot, so that's why you hear
okay. I cut up my onions. I'm gonna cut up this garlic a little bit. Oh, Dee. So one of my YouTube family, like Nicole, you know about community, right? Because we met in a community that we paid for to be in, and it was one of the best results of just making connections with you and just building a relationship with you from that. So, but one of the community, like the community here on YouTube around weight loss, specifically GLP-1, is
Uh-huh.
top tier. But I was saying that because one of the ladies I met here on the community, her name is Downsizing Diva. She put um she put pumpkin in her chili.
Oh my gosh, I know that must have been so good.
So I
I
bought
know.
some.
Let me see. Let me see. What pumpkin did you?
I don't even know, Didi, if you still on here, is this the right kind? Did I get the right kind?
So let me see.
So it's just like a pumpkin, 100% pure pumpkin. I was making sure it wasn't like the puree because I think that's added sugar.
You just want the pure, yes. And that's another thing. I'm glad you said that because we tend to buy things when you're not conscious and you don't even look at what's all in there. The
Mm-hmm.
sugars and the sodium. So
Mm.
that must have given it a real nice I'm gonna put my olive oil, extra
In the
virgin
pan.
olive oil. Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on
Um,
saute mode, the Instapot.
the Instant Pot. Okay, I'm going old school. I just got a pan over here, so I'm gonna cut up
Oh,
my
that's good.
vegetables.
Uh-huh.
Then we're gonna add our seasonings to it. So you share with us about, how you got, why you got started, why you got into this field in the mental health space, and more like just in like I guess they're both impactful, but also into the femininity space, right? So I know that I was hard. Like, if we just gonna be straight up, right? I was hard, right? And I kind of shared this in one of my videos that I know that my gift is in my mouth, right? As far as like communicating with other
Communicate.
people. Yeah, the communication
Mm-hmm.
thing, right? I love communication. But I had an old pastor. I used to be a youth director for church. And so being in a leadership role, there was a lot of interactions with the leadership and with my pastor. So we built, a good working relationship to where, we could talk to each other, call each other out. And I even shared how before, I would give my unsolicited opinion.
Okay.
Lord. And he was like, Kofia, he was like, I appreciate what you're saying, but your delivery is whack.
Oh, he told you. Your pastor
He straight
told you.
he straight up told me. And ever since then, I've been like, okay, Lord, make me a surgeon with my words.
Uh-huh.
And so as I have learned from you, been in your community that is amazing, right? Amazing just
Thank
community
you.
that you have, really teaching women on how to become more feminine. I really realized like the way that I talk to a colleague should not be the same way I talk to my man, which also should not be the same way I talk to my children.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can just remember instances, even with my ex husband, where it was like, girl, you a little hard. Like,
When did you, so you looked back and like,
yeah, just like, I feel like I'm a person of reflection, just looking
mm-hmm.
over, what I've done in my life. And as I learn new things, I look back and be like, okay, where did I jack this up everywhere? Or, you
Okay.
know, where was this evident? What relationships was this present in? And it was a lot in my marriage. It was a lot in even so hard with my kids. And I realized like you don't have to be so raw,
Yes, yes.
And I think
Sometimes we don't know. You want something? My kids, it's
is
okay. You
that
want
what?
some blueberries?
Oh, I
Okay,
don't know
sit
if you
down
want
and
to say
eat
her
them.
name on here, but hey,
Mm-hmm.
girl.
Say hi. All right, good. So yes, and that's the thing. A lot of times we're in a state we don't know. We're not doing it
Yeah,
on purpose.
right, right.
Nobody's doing it to be, to hurt somebody.
Right.
We've been told that that's the most effective way to do it.
Right.
Get your
Exactly.
point across. I'm gonna put these in the
What you
pan
got?
now.
Oh, your
I'm
onions.
gonna
Okay.
put my onions, my green peppers, and my garlic.
Okay. And I'm
Mhm.
warming up my pan now. And my garlic is ready. My onions is ready. Um.
And
Yeah.
I feel like these things are such gifts from God. Like when you cut just smelling onion saute, people will think you like if they walk in the house and smell the onions and garlic, it's like you have made a gourmet meal.
Yes. Absolutely. And you're like, no, it's just three things. Somebody called it a guy. Who do I follow? He calls it the Trinity. I think he calls it the
Mm.
Trinity. Not the Trinity in the Bible, but it's like onion, celery, and garlic, green onion maybe.
Yes, the scallions. I love those.
Yes. So okay.
But you were saying, okay, you could see, and now I'm sure you see it with um, you can observe it so much with other people.
Oh yeah, it's very evident. Like I'm like, man, you and your masculine boo. And I don't I don't say nothing because it's like, you may you may be fully aware that you are. And it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Like it's completely okay. And you did not give me permission. And that's the thing I had to learn too. Is like, you only give people your advice when it's solicited, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in
Yes.
those coaching environments, like you paid me to coach you, still doesn't mean I'm gonna give it to you raw, like aggressively. It doesn't have to be rigid. I'm still making sure it comes with love, but I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you that there's a different way that you can get your point across and still
Mm-hmm.
maintain the relationship and the intimacy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. I think so many of us have been, we're just modeling what we experience.
Yeah,
And ultimately being very hard as a woman, it's a survival mechanism. It's like
yeah,
it's a trauma response, so
yeah,
once you really start healing and thriving, as you talk about on your platform, then you will automatically soften up. And then imagine when you do it intentionally, when you look for ways to be softer,
yeah,
then it's like it just gets supercharged and you can really transform almost overnight once you put your mind to
yeah.
that.
I don't know if y'all can hear it. It's Chiefs going on in the background, so I,
Oh,
I
so
don't know
what?
if
Did
y'all.
they score a touchdown or?
No, but there's a little bit of yelling, so just disregard it, right? Just disregard. Don't worry about it. Um, yeah. So
I'm gonna put this on low,
if
just
a
for this one.
person, if a person was to say maybe like how would they identify if they are not feminine? And
Um,
and and then
uh-huh.
maybe even start out with why would someone want to be more feminine?
Okay. Oh, that's a great question. Because you're going to get more out of life. I
Mm,
guarantee you. You are going right now. If you're not in your feminine, you're as I like to say a one trick pony. You tend to use the harsher boom. Like what do they say? If the only tool you have is a hammer, then you perceive everything as a nail that needs to be
mm-hmm.
hammered. So it affects how you see other people. You see everything as, whenever I hear a woman say, "Oh, I'm just direct and to the point. I'm just blunt." I'm like, "Okay, you're overly in your masculine because you don't know how to communicate without being so boom." Not
Yeah,
everything needs to be to the point. There's times, yes,
yeah,
but there are fewer times, especially in with your kids, your spouse, those closest to you, you actually push them away.
mm,
So you would want to be more feminine because you will draw, people will be drawn to you. They will
mm,
understand that you're not going to be overly harsh for no reason with them. They will see you're a safe place. They will feel like they can trust you what's with their vulnerabilities.
yeah,
So you're going to get more. You become you get more, right? Because then people will want to return the favor to you. Like you open up, they open up to you, let them open up to you, and then they will want to do the same for you. So you grow
that
in
law
your
of reciprocity.
relationships. Yes.
Hmm.
So true.
Yeah.
And you grow in your connections and you become more at ease. Look at these type A uptight people. Like they always on 10, and it's just not good overall for their physical health, their mental health. So yeah, you get more when you become softer, believe it or not. When you become more feminine. Men
Yeah.
just want people want to help you.
Yes.
And
I
it's
know
not even
you,
for romantic reasons. It's
just because like
Mhm.
you giving them an opportunity to be fully themselves,
Yes,
right?
that's it.
It's almost like when sorry y'all.
I put my ground turkey in.
I'm about to put mine in. I put mine in the pan too. I turned it on. But when it's almost like it's kind of been my experience when I began to have more boundaries for myself. I begin to pour into me. I begin to go after and go after my dreams, start my business. It's almost like it gives other people. For some, it makes them question, you know, like why you're doing it, and they can be in a
Mm,
negative sense. But some
hmm.
people, they're like inspired, and they're like,
Yes,
if she can do it, then I can do it,
yes.
and it gives them permission to, like, you know what, she's 40 and she's doing this, or she's 35 and she's doing this, or she's a single mom and she's doing this. It's
Mm-hmm,
like,
mm-hmm.
then I can do it too, it's like. And so when you what I hear you say, when you operate in your feminine, it's the best way for allowing other people, especially on the masculine side, for them to show up for you and pour
Yes,
into you. Because
yes.
for them to do that, from what I understand, for a man to be able to provide for you, and do things for you, it builds the connection with one another, and it
Mm-hmm.
allows him to fully be like, rest in his identity and like feel
Yes.
good about who he is. Like, I did that, like I took care of mine.
Yes, yes.
So
And how many women don't get that part where they're like, but he's not stepping up, he's not doing this. They're in a
mm,
relationship, or they feel like they keep attracting men who won't provide for them in any respect, but they're not leaving any opportunity for that.
they're not leaving that
Because
space.
no, there's no space. And they're taking over both roles, and then they're tired, exhausted,
mm.
and mad.
Listen, when we think about femininity, so what I hear you say is femininity is allowing you to, like, it relates to you being healthier, because
Mm-hmm.
it allows other people to show up for you, so you don't feel stressed out. And if you look, y'all on here, y'all know that if you're trying to lose weight and you're dealing with stress and you're trying to be healthy, it makes you
Mm-hmm.
hold on to water. It raises your cortisol. It
Yes.
it makes your body go into almost like shock mode, survival mode, and you're not going to get the results that you're looking for.
Yes.
So for me,
'Cause-
go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, for me, I hear you say femininity is really it's allowing you to um make your mental health a priority.
Yes. If you didn't need any other reason, that right, your mental health and your physical health, yes.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
your body is either going to be in fight or flight, or feed and breed. And we feed
Mm,
and breed is when our body, everything is working well, in terms of even our menstrual cycle, our reproductive system, our stress levels. That's how we're supposed to be. But then a lot of us are in fight or flight, like you said, higher cortisol, we're not sleeping, stress levels, we're not eating right, we're craving sugars and carbs and all that, holding on to weight because our body is like we're in a war type situation. So we're
Oh my God. When
and
you be
we don't
using these
know,
powerful words, we're in a war. Our body is at war.
but we
That's
look
right.
good. We don't know because look, hair laid, everything, nails done, we look good, but internally it's like a war.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show y'all what we got going on the stove, if I can. Okay, so here we go. We got the
Ooh,
onions.
okay.
We got the onions, and we got the
Uh-huh.
ground turkey grounding. And so then I'm going to let that brown, and then I'm gonna put my seasonings in. I
See, I
want to.
love this how we cuz see how you have the two pot. I love this cuz it's so many ways cuz I had just after I did my onions, green peppers and garlic, I went ahead and started putting
Putting
the
it
ground
together.
turkey. Uh-huh. So I like the two ways that we're
Yes,
doing it.
you listen. We not one trick ponies, right? We we not one trick ponies at all. Um, yeah. This.
Are you more of a measurer? Like I have my I'm about to put some of the seasons. I have the same as you, like you said, the oregano, the cumin, the chili pepper. I always like to put bay leaf. Do
Oh.
you measure or you do sight? Like how do you like to cook?
No, I don't measure. Oh Lord, hold on.
Okay.
I don't know what I did. Somebody tried to call.
Oh, I hear you, but I don't see you.
Yeah, I didn't put it on do not disturb. That's why.
Mm.
Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties.
That's okay. I still hear you.
Oh, that's good. Oh Lord. Did
Try to call you.
somebody tried to call me, but I'm hearing a video.
From my
Oh,
side or
no, no, no. No, I hear. Okay, here we go. Okay. Do somebody have me connected to y'all's AirPod or something?
oh that happens to my kids. Oh my god, that happens to me too.
I feel like I'm connected to somebody's AirPod.
Yes, that
Okay.
always
Okay, here
happens
we
to
go.
me.
Now we can try this again. All right. Thank you guys. I'm back.
I'm gonna start
Oh,
putting
okay.
my seasonings too, a
Okay.
little cumin.
All right. So I have never, like, this is so, like, we've been live. I don't even know if we can count how many times we've been live. We've been live a lot on Instagram, right?
Yes, even
Probably on
on
Facebook,
mm-hmm. And which you got some one of the other ones. I forgot.
but never live and cooking. I have never been live and cooking. I
And
feel
that's what
like
I love when you brought that up. I was like, this would be awesome.
so. This is new, right? This part right here is new. So I want to, as I do it more often, because I feel like I'm gonna do it more often. I
Mm-hmm.
just gotta
Yes.
figure out what's the best way to do this. I feel like I need another camera so y'all can see my food and my
Yeah.
face at the same time.
I'm
You know what I
on
mean?
my computer, but I still feel like I want it. I can't show everything.
Right, right. So I'm thinking like, man, if I had a producer, they would just come and be
Ooh,
recording,
child.
getting different
Yes.
shots. You know what I'm saying?
It's no reason we can't be the next Martha Stewart.
Listen, okay. Why can't we? Why can't we? Who said we can't? We giving ourselves permission to do whatever we want to do.
Look, add a little
Oh
soul
man.
to this season. I like to use. I have my I like coarse salt all the time, so I like my
Okay.
pink Himalayan coarse.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I feel
have
like it just.
I brought some of that from home. This one, the pink Himalayan salt, Nicole.
Yes, yes.
This one, yes, that's good stuff. So I'm gonna season the meat a little bit with my pink Himalayan seasoning. Let me see if I can. Oh, I don't know if y'all can hear, but it's live over here, y'all.
That's look. I love it.
It's live, okay? It's live. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of Himalayan salt in both of these. I split up the turkey so that it can cook better.
Uh-huh. Okay, that was good.
Okay.
I have my the Instapot on the saute setting, and then it's like being on a pot before I
Yeah. So
put this in.
have you um have you always been into cooking?
Uh, I would say for at least the last like 15 years.
Okay.
Of
Is there
course, when I was
mhm.
in college and stuff, but like I grew up around my grandma, even my dad, my uncle, my
Yeah.
mom, like everybody just cooked. Like it was important to eat at home.
Okay.
So, but of course, when you're in college, you kind of, get away from it.
Veer off,
But
do your own
hmm
thing. Yeah. I
what about
remember
you? You've been
I
cooking
rem
since you were little, right?
listen, I grew up I grew up raising a family. Okay. I'm the oldest. So I'm my mom's only child, right?
Uh
Biological
huh.
child. But and you know this already, but people that are watching may not know. So I'm my mom's only child, but she adopted my five cousins, right? So when I was
Mhm.
9, we went from a family of two. That's the cayenne pepper. We went from a family of two to a family of five, six, seven.
Mhm.
And so I was cooking, y'all. I was frying chicken. I was cutting
Ooh.
up. I was talking to somebody about cutting up a chicken. I'm like, girl, I've been cutting up the whole chicken since I was 10.
Because what did they
My
call it? Spatchcock. You know how you cut part of it and you lay it flat, spatchnick chicken, or I forgot what
like
it's.
split the
Yeah.
chicken breast, like the chicken breast.
But the
Yeah,
whole,
so
yeah, it's
the
flat.
whole chicken,
Mhm.
like you got two breasts, two legs, two
Mhm.
thighs, two wings. Okay, you got a back. Okay, I know all the pieces. So yes, I have been cooking for a long time, but it wasn't like I cooked, when I was married, but I will say like I kind of stopped cooking because I felt like it just I don't know, it just didn't seem like what's the best way to put this? Like it just didn't seem like it was worth it. I don't know, like
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
just didn't seem worth it if I can just be straight up. And so it
Mhm.
wasn't until probably in the last I don't know, probably since I met you, I would say. Since I met you and being around other women that really like not just cook, but they you kind of like reignited a level of just one, yes, it's feminine, but just some like the it reminded me of the gratification that I used to get when I was little. Like, cause
Mm.
I'd be cooking like full course meals. And
Wow, that's
I'm
deep.
telling you, with the meat, the sides, you know what I'm saying, taking your time. And it just reminded me of just like how they would pump me up. They were my little cousins. But the way that they would be like, oh my God, Kofia, this is so good. You know, it reminded me of that. And so as I started to do that more, now I'm even seeing my own daughters. They pump me. I'm like, y'all be gassing me up big
Mhm. Cause
time.
but Sophia, you don't know. It's so rare. Do you know how many kids we're used to the kids hearing like, "Oh, my kids wanted McDonald's and Wendy's," but do you know
Yes.
how many kids do not get this?
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
mean,
they are pumping you up because they know on some levels what a privilege it is.
oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, I
They
want to
don't.
take a no, and yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right about the fact that they see it. They see it as a privilege. I want to check
Mhm.
on some of these comments. So
Oh,
somebody
okay.
said,
I can't see them.
um, hey Shelly, yep, the Trinity. So somebody else has heard of the Trinity, okay? The onions, the
Okay.
peppers. Uh somebody said, oh hey Kat, you both are doing a great job. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. What is spatchcock? What is
Yeah.
that? What is that? What is that, Nicole? Spatchcock.
Well, I buy it already like that. It's basically the whole chicken, but they cut the back out so it just lays flat, and that make you can roast it in the oven quicker. So you can do it yourself. Like I bought a whole chicken and you cut that backbone out, and then that way you lay it flat so it's still a whole chicken roasted. Your seasoning, like you said, 2 legs, 2 arms, not arms, but 2
2 wings,
you know,
2 legs, 2
but
thighs,
it's yes, but instead of being like the whole thing like this, it's like laid out flat. Then you can roast it. If it's like a weeknight, you just throw your seasonings on, your olive oil, everything, and it'll roast in the oven a little quicker and easier to to cut up and stuff.
Nicole, listen. Who said that? Cat, you better tell us.
But I might not be pronouncing it right. Saying. Hold on.
Well, she spelled it Spatchcook.
Yeah.
She wrote.
I don't know if it's 2 O's, but
chicken spread out.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Wow. I have never heard of that. Oh my gosh. I have a question for the people watching, y'all. How old were you when you first started cooking? How old were you when you first started cooking? And what would you say is your signature dish? And now, Nicole, you answer that for the people for us, Nicole.
Okay. So
how old were you when you started cooking?
I would say a teenager, but I was never really. I would say as in grad school, like really, really cooking. Like I knew how to cook from a teenager, but they were always cooking. My grandma, my dad, my uncle, my mom, my other grandmoms. So it's not like I was really cooking. But I would say once I got in my mid-20s in grad school, I would say my signature dish. So I picked up influences from just traveling. I wrote a cookbook of recipes from around the world. And I would say my signature dish would be like a lamb stew. So I'm actually making, because my husband doesn't really like chili. So I had already started making another thing for him, lamb stew. But it's just kind of like a lamb shoulder, but cut in chunks and saute the meat. But it's like cooked slowly with seasonings, tomato paste, tomatoes, all that, the Trinity, and the seasonings and stuff. I make here's the seasoning blend that I did in my food processor. So it's like onions, garlic, bouillon cube, pepper, all that stuff, cumin. I like that over rice. Like every time I make something like that, everybody loves it.
They love it. They love. Oh wow, that sounds good. I had lamb for the first time this past week.
Where did you go? Or you made it, or
no, I didn't make it. No, ma'am. I might try. I might try to make some because apparently there's people in my life that like it. So.
So I hear you.
But it was at this place called Meddy's. I think I've been raving about Meddy's.
Yes.
It's a Mediterranean place that has some amazing chicken. Okay, the chicken is so good. It's so tender. But they also have a lamb, and the lamb was tender. The flavors were. I'm like, this is so yummy.
Yes.
So.
The tenderness, right? And that's that slow cooking.
Yes. And I'm glad we have tools now that we can use, right? We got pressure cookers. We got different gadgets that we can use in the kitchen that will help us like achieve the goal in less time. Oh, this is not working. Can I use this can opener? She's not going to say no.
No, she won't.
She said yes.
Nana. Look,
Nana.
I'm acting like I know Nana.
You do know Nana. As much as I be talking about Nana, Nana be hooking it up. Shout out to the Nanas. Okay, get y'all Nanas in your life.
And that's the thing. I feel like the youth, sometimes people don't appreciate the older generation and the things, it's like we always want to do the opposite. And it's like, child, if you just soak up the wisdom that they had.
Right.
With
What
the
Dion always
cooking.
say? Eat the beans, spit out the
Oh
bones.
yeah.
Eat the beans, eat the meat, spit out the bones.
Spit out the bones. Like take the stuff that's
useful. Because everything ain't bad. You know, you just got to be
yeah.
able to discern what stuff you want to keep, what stuff you want to take out. I mean, that's in anything. You know, people that follow me, I'm sure there's people that don't agree with everything that I say or, all that. It's like, okay, but there's something, valuable that you can take and disregard the rest.
And just make it fit into your life. Like
Exactly. This is a lot of turkey meat.
how many did you have, like 2 packs or?
Yeah, it was like a whole big old thing. I feel like 1 pack was not enough. And so I think this big
Well,
pack
because you
is,
have a lot of people, right? So
yeah, I don't know if this pot's gonna be big enough. So I got my diced tomatoes. I'm going to do my canned tomato sauce.
I put my diced tomato. It's funny, I bought this I thought they were just the chili beans from
Mm-hmm.
Whole Foods, but it's the chili. But I'm just gonna take the
Oh,
sauce out and put the beans from it because since
put the
I
beans in
already,
it.
yeah.
Listen, talk about women are resourceful. Do you hear me? We are resourceful.
Yes.
Let me see. You know what I wanted to check to see if anybody told us how old they were when they started
Oh
cooking.
yeah. What did they say?
Let me see. Oh, Kat is the one telling us about she gets hers at Trader Joe's. So she
Oh,
must be
you're
talking about
Billy?
the the Scotch chicken or
Spashnik,
whatever.
yeah,
But I don't.
spashcock
I'm
or
messing it
whatever.
up. I'm messing it up. Oh, Shelly was in here. Hey, Shelly.
I love your community that you built and just become a part of, Kofi. I think it's
They
amazing.
listen. They was already here. I joined they group like this. I just said, "Hey, y'all, I'm I'm home." You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I'm
that
back.
communication though, like not being afraid to be a
Yeah.
part of. That's very. I know you said you felt in some ways you were hard, but that's a very soft quality. And then just being open to receiving, because I was thinking about that earlier. Like so
Mhm.
many times we might share some of our vulnerability, and then as soon as somebody comes and acknowledges or is kind to us, we like, oh no, it wasn't all, like we kind of cut it off.
Retreat. Yeah.
Yeah, we retreat and we don't receive what the person was genuinely trying to give us. So
Mm.
I just think I loved how you just became a part of the community that you're in. I think that's awesome.
I feel like I really want to bring back. I don't even know if it was ever a thing, but let's make making friends as an adult a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
can we make that a thing? Because we out here by ourselves. We out here by ourselves,
Lonely.
Lone Ranger, and then we wondering why we burnt out, we stressed out, we overwhelmed, we overworked because we don't have nobody to depend on. We don't, and we think that that's okay. Like we think that that's just the way things are. Maybe that's just the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Not
like,
knowing you weren't designed to be like that.
you were not. Like we were not designed to do life alone at all. I need to taste this. I'm gonna put this in here first.
Yes, that's what I was just. So let ask the people that. Do they taste like how do? Well, I'm sure
Oh,
they
do
do,
y'all
but
taste as y'all cooking? Let me see. Do you taste as you're cooking, or how do you know it tastes good? Or do you bring? Oh, Kat says she started cooking around 22. Downsizing
okay,
Diva says she cooked at 17 or 18.
that's
Um,
good. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That is
man.
awesome.
You know what? I felt this must be confessions. Like this is confessions of Cophia.
Kitchen confessions.
I had to be aware of how I was kind of, I grew up a little bit faster, right, compared to my peers. And so, seeing my daughters, I had to really be intentional about making sure that they like pump the brakes on the independence. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
okay, just because you was frying chicken at 9, don't mean you gotta. You know what I mean? And like, because I'm looking at y'all's ages, y'all started 22, 17, 18. Like, so before you guys were cooking, who was cooking for y'all? Like you said, your grandmom, your aunts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like,
That's such
I
a
had to
good realization.
be intentional about that. Like, okay, I want them to be independent. I want them to be interdependent.
Mm-hmm. Or self-sufficient, like know how to
take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So are you teaching your girls cooking? How do you approach it? And how do you approach the femininity as it relates to, your daughters? I mean,
Yeah.
I know, but you tell us because
Yeah. No,
they don't
I'm
know.
teaching them, but they don't they know how to, for example, my youngest knows how to make scrambled eggs. The oldest knows how to do pancakes on the griddle or whatever and make the bread and butter for them. But and then I have them seeing how to cook, but I don't have them I cook, I prepare food for them. I cook for them as their mom. Like I don't expect that they need to fend for themselves. Now they know how, like in the morning, you know where your cereal is if we're still sleeping, or but I want them like you. I like what you said. Like I want them to learn these skills because these are life skills, but not feel like they never.
have to.
This is the period of life where things should be done, like I don't know, not done, but like it should be a slow process of them growing into independence, not just boom. Yeah.
Facts. That's so good. I love that. Like, it should be a gradual process. Now, are you a clean as you go type of cook?
Well,
or do
that's
you just
funny.
like make it's like a whole thing? Like,
I'm half and half. Like I'm about to put these. I put a little chicken broth in mine, and
okay. Oh, I got some beef broth.
Oh yeah, the same. Okay, we're doing the same. So like I like to kind of have everything kind of clean before I start. And then I guess you could say clean as you go in a way. Like what about you? Are you
I usually get in trouble for not cleaning as I go. Like, that's one thing I do kind of enforce. Like, when we're in the kitchen, when we're done, when the food is ready, the kitchen should be clean.
Yes.
The only dishes that should be are the ones that we use like at the table.
And then those after you eat will get clean.
Clean, yeah. So I'm more of a clean as you go. You wipe as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Kim said she started cooking about 16.
Okay.
Yep, it seems much easier to make friends online. You got a point. You definitely have a point.
True.
I definitely feel like I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm online more. I can just go up to people. I mean, not go up to people because we online, but I can.
You'll be in
I
the
can
comment
respond.
section.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in the comment section like we go way back. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Like, I feel like I know you.
Yes.
And it's easier to find things that you relate to because somebody who puts themselves out there and shows up online, I was saying this too, is very courageous to do that.
Oh,
and so they share things with you, and then you're able to see based on what they've shared, the things that you can have a conversation about, the things that you agree with, and maybe, or the things that you may have more questions around. I need more chili seasoning.
It's like a wider. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might, because I had these black beans out, but since I already put the other beans, I think we're good on that.
I need
to
put some beans.
corn.
Do you rinse
And
your
I have
beans
some
off?
avo. Well, those, because it was that kind of carton that I had gotten from Whole Foods, I just put it in there. But
Oh,
from the
right.
can, I do. Do you? If I'm using
Yeah.
canned beans, I do. Do
Yeah, I
you?
will. Yep, I rinse mine
Because
off.
it's,
It's
yeah.
like a film or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the whatever it is that's in there. Look, you know that lady, well, I don't know. Y'all probably heard the story where the recipes was passed down and the original person, the recipe, they cut the ends of the meat off to fit in the pan. And so they just kind of passed that whole tradition down every single time. And then you get somebody finally questions it and said, like, why are we cutting off the ends of the meat? And they're like, because that's what mom and them told me to do. And then they're like, well, it's because we didn't have a big enough pan, you know? And it made me think of that because it's like, look, I rinsed the beans off because that's what my mom and them did. You know, so
But
now that's what
nobody
I do.
even knows
We
why.
don't
Yeah.
question it. You don't question it. Why do you need to question it? I think
That
that's
is
a part of growth,
hilarious.
though.
Yes. And
Okay,
it was good for their time, but like you said,
right.
we have different tools now.
I wonder if I'm frozen. Hold on, because it looks like
I feel like I
on
want a little
YouTube.
bit more. Oh, how
Let
is
me
it?
make sure. I'm checking the live stream just to make sure it's still going. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay,
Is it okay?
yep. Downsizing Diva says she clean as she go and she tastes. Listen, okay,
Yes.
Diva,
Yes,
we
but
gotta
I
know
rinse
how.
off, y'all. Don't worry. I rinse. Don't. You can trust
Don't
me if
come
I come to the potluck, okay? Or what is it? The
when
where
you bring
they?
a dish.
Yeah.
There's no look. I don't. I'm not even gonna. I was gonna go into a whole detail, but yes, I clean as I go. I rinse off my utensils, and we just. I'm to be trusted. Okay, I'm to be trusted
Yes.
when
Don't
it comes to
worry.
bringing
I'm putting some more
bringing
pepper
food.
too. We like spice in here. Let me put a little bit more of. Where's my? I know I still have some cayenne pepper.
Okay, I'm gonna put the beans in. Then we just gotta let it simmer a little bit. Okay.
And then
Oh,
you just put your top on.
yeah. So
Okay.
downsizing diva. When do I put the pumpkin stuff in there? Do I put the whole can?
Oh, yes, I want to know
I wanna
about that.
I wanna try it. I feel courageous enough to put it inside. I just need you to tell me if you're still here or if anybody did she tell us in the video?
I would
When should
love
I
to
put the
know that.
pumpkin? Should I just go ahead and put it in now? Here, let me show y'all my pan. Okay, so I gotta stir that up a little bit. Got the beans. So I'm wondering if I should. I'm probably need a bigger pan. What y'all think? Y'all think I need a bigger pan?
To transfer it to.
Oh, she said now. Put it in now. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
Diva, I'm going to use that. I'm
Okay.
actually going to. I'm about to start my
Look at
pressure
me
cooker
smelling
here
it.
on the
She
Instapot.
said she used. I was gonna say this is look like a lot.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Hold on.
We
I
got
forgot
this.
to put my baby. Mhm.
Do y'all see the pumpkin? I'm nervous.
Let me see. Why? It's going to be
I don't
delicious.
know.
Ooh. So is that the same filling you would use for pumpkin pie, for
So
example?
this is. I don't know if this isn't the puree.
Okay.
I think this is just. I don't know. You can make it however you want. It says pumpkin pie ingredients. You can use this to make. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I'm gonna use half of this.
You know what I'm going to do, Sophia? I just decided. I'm
What you
just going to
decide?
put a little bit of, because we were talking about making it healthy. I'm going to put a little spinach in there.
Mmm.
And just, because it'll just wither down into it.
Right. Who
And
said
this
we
is
can't?
already
Who said we
Big
can't do
Mama
it?
and them. Look.
This
And
is
it's
making me.
already washed and rinsed. Okay. So I'm going to put it in
So we
here.
putting the spinach. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, let me. I got my beans. Oh, my ketchup. Put a little bit of ketchup.
Oh, let me do that. How much do you put? Let me do it,
Just a
improvise
little
and do what
squirt.
you. Okay.
A little squirt. Give it a little sweet taste. I don't. Nana, do you have brown sugar? She
Oh, I
got her
have some
input
brown
in the
sugar.
center. Okay, I'm gonna put a little
Should
bit of
I
brown
do
brown
some
sugar.
brown sugar?
I'm putting the little tang for the ketchup. The ketchup is gonna give a
Okay.
little tang, and then brown sugar. I like your shirt. Why are you wearing it right now? Uh,
Just a
okay, I
little.
don't know.
Oh, I need some
Little
more
brown
brown
sugar.
sugar. I have some, but
I don't know. Wait, is that brown sugar? No, that's rice. Y'all, I just want to say that I'm feeling real snatched. Okay,
you look snatched. Look,
thank you.
you
I
look
feel snatched.
amazing. You
Thank
look
you.
amazing. And
I don't see it. What were you gonna say?
imagine like that. So part of what I know too with you is part of the journey is also it's a whole lifestyle change. So look at all this time we're spending. Like, yes, it would have been easier to just go order something,
Yeah.
but we don't know what oil they're using. We don't know how much sugar and sodium they're putting. We don't know
Yep.
who's cooking this stuff.
Did they wash their
And
hands?
yes, we don't know. And now we made something with pure love that is just going to be so good. Oh my gosh.
So
Look at
good.
this.
So good. So we were talking. Oh, I forgot this other little can of
I'm gonna put a little. I still have some of the sauce
tomato
from
sauce.
the Whole Foods beans. I'm gonna just
Let
put.
me wash my hands off. That was good. That tasted good.
Sophia, I'm glad you. I haven't made chili in so long.
I'm glad
Okay.
that you agreed to it. I'm trying to figure out, making sure because I'm on the live, I want to engage with the people on the live, but I also don't
Yes.
want my chili to be jacked up either. You know what I'm saying? Like this is multitasking at its finest.
Yes. This is
At
what
its
we can
finest.
do as women. Yes.
This, yeah,
All right.
it
So.
definitely is a good time. Like, one of the things I enjoy about Thanksgiving, like when I was growing up, like back when my grandma was alive, it was like a whole thing, like the whole
Mm,
cooking, you know what I'm saying? They was
being in
cooking
the
before.
kitchen and
Yes, smelling good, tasting out of the pans. Ain't supposed to be in tasting out of the pans. Yes. Tell us about
sneaking
what
little
you
stuff. Hmm.
tell us about what you got coming up. If people wanted to get in touch with you or know more about, femininity, because I know sometimes, you know, I didn't like nobody wants to say that they're hard or nobody wants to admit. No, for real. Like
Hmm.
I understand too because it's like, you know, I don't know. I feel like admitting
We get
that,
criticized so much anyway as
yes,
women, and.
and just admitting that, maybe I need to make some adjustments can be difficult, right? And so
Hmm.
some people may not feel comfortable asking any questions or whatever, but where would we, like, if they wanted to get in touch with you or know more about what you offer and, you know, how to become more
Yeah.
feminine, let us know.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at I am Dr. Nicole. So IAMDRNICOLE. And actually, I'm gonna have to jump off in a little bit because
Okay.
I have a 3-day challenge coming up. Well, starting tonight, the 3-day Enhance Your Feminine Energy Challenge. 3 days of
Mm.
live classes with me. You get into the Facebook group, you get a workbook. Day one is how to shed the overwhelm and invite ease and softness into your life. Day two, I'm teaching on healthy boundaries. And day three, I'm teaching on how to be a healthy, as I call it, a healthy love magnet. Whether you're in a relationship or you're wanting one, how to be in a healthy partnership through your communication and being feminine in your relationship. So
Mm.
it's a 3-day challenge. We teach tonight from 7 to 8, tomorrow from 7 to 8, and Tuesday from 7 to 8. You get a workbook with homeworks. You get to ask me questions. And more than that, you get more, your mind is open to the possibilities of femininity and the tools. Like we like to keep it. That's what I like about being with Kofi. You help me to keep it practical too. Like, okay, you will get actual tools on communicating softer, communicating your boundaries, being less stressed. So I'm starting. That's starting. You can still join if you join today. You get the replays. So if you go to I am Dr. Nicole on Instagram, go to that link in my bio, and you can sign up. And I'm starting tonight. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna. I love doing the challenge. I call it a challenge because I'm teaching, but it's challenging you to elevate to where you need to be as a
Yeah.
woman, and I'm your guide on that. So, but I have some other things coming up. I have a Black Friday sale that's going to be coming up. It's going to be a surprise. So follow me on Instagram so you can know. And I have my podcast, so you can listen weekly on my YouTube channel.
Yes. Yes.
So
Definitely
those are
tap
the
in.
things.
Tap in if that is if you want to really tap into your femininity. One thing that I really love about the work that you do is you don't condemn women around being masculine, right? You don't condemn us
No,
around,
no.
you just show us how to use both the feminine and the masculine, and knowing when to operate in which, and how to
Yes.
navigate the situations and determine, okay, I'm in work mode, and I want to get something done. So getting to a place where it's an automatic to where you can, to, soften your tone or soften your approach, or, maybe it's a situation where you need to be a little bit more in your masculine, but just knowing that you're doing that on purpose versus not being aware of it, I think has been
Yes.
a game changer for me, for
That
sure.
is so true. That is so true. Like knowing that, and for most of us, we're tilted, we're leaned a little bit too much to the masculine. So a lot of us really have that on
On
point. We
lock.
know how to do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, on lock,
Yeah.
exactly. But we need to know when to bring it down. I even had somebody tell me that because of the job that they do, when
Hmm.
they get home, they literally change their clothes because the job is they're in a more masculine mode. So in order to be
Mm,
in a different mode with their kids, with their husband, they literally have to shed that uniform so they
that's
can
good.
have a different mindset.
That's
Because
good. If you're
otherwise,
looking,
they start ordering people around you, and putting it.
listen,
It's just a lot. Yeah.
ask me, do I know? Ask me, do I know, honey? Say ouch or say amen. Do you hear me? And
I'm
that's,
making another
man,
thing to be.
that's the thing. Go ahead. What are you about to say?
Now I was saying I'm just finishing up this other one that I had started for that my husband likes, the stew.
Okay.
That's what I, because the chili is on the Instapot. So that's, and you
It's
see how
done.
easy it is to make. And this, you can't tell me, look, this is food for a couple days. You can mix it and match it, change it up when you reheat it. So, and we did this in what, an hour?
Yes, yes. And I know, I just want to thank each and every person who jumped on the live. Like, I
Come,
appreciate the support, the comments,
come
your
say hi.
engagement. Dee Dee says she's cooking baked chicken, wild rice, and cabbage. I know it's fire. It's fire. You know how you can look at a person, you like, I know you can throw down.
I want to see.
You
I
got to see
want to. I need to
like,
follow her.
yes, go follow her. She looked like she can throw down. She just got that, like, I'm a beast in the kitchen look.
Yeah.
um, And so I just want to thank you guys for joining us and to celebrate our 100, my 100 subscribers on my new YouTube channel. I appreciate you all so much. I would love
And
to
your old
continue.
one is rocking too, right? Like
It
it
is.
blew
Got about
up.
1,850 people
That
on
is
that channel.
amazing.
I think I'm live on both of these actually. So shout out to Courage to Thrive and the people that follow me there, that community. we healing and thriving and living lives. um, I am so honored just to be in this space, be in this time, to be able to impact people's lives, and
Yes,
that
you
is the
truly
true mission.
are.
Thank you,
You
and so
truly
are
are.
you, ma'am, and so are you. So I know that we both have things that we need to do. I'm gonna finish up my chili, and what I'll do is I'll post a picture in
Okay.
the community section. Nicole, I don't know if you have some final takeaways, some things you want to say to the people.
Oh yeah, we had and you gotta have the crackers. My kids love their crackers.
Oh,
I love Whole Foods, so I'm always getting their stuff. But
that looks good.
yeah, and then put a little avocado, some of the cheddar cheese and stuff.
The
Final
topping.
words is like, this is your time, whether you're on your weight loss journey, your relationship journey, your self-love journey. This is your time. Like, we have been, and I'm saying we, all of us have been fed this way of being to just be so cut off and be in stress and just be hustling. But this is your time to just slow down, to thrive, to get to know yourself and enjoy life. Like, you truly deserve it. You as a woman, you deserve it. You deserve all the goodness, all of the work that you put in to whatever it is that you've done. You deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And that's why I'm glad we cooked, because when you cook and you sit down and you taste that food, like, just knowing that you did that. We took something from just these specks and we're feeding a whole group of people. Come here,
Yes.
Fati. They want to know, look, this is my oldest daughter. Can you cook? This is
Yeah,
my
I'm a
Fati.
professional chef.
Hey, Fati.
Oh, they can't really hear. You
Oh, she
can
can't hear
cook
me.
too. Come here.
Is the chili almost done?
They want to know if it's
She
almost
says
done.
the chili almost done.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see if my girls. Let me see if my girls want to come
Yes,
in.
bring them.
Girls, y'all want to come in and say
It's
hello?
here.
Okay, these
It's
my
almost done.
babies.
It's really
I
good.
talk about y'all
It smells
often.
really good in here, guys.
Okay, so
No,
this is
Oh,
Jesselyn.
look, come here, come here. Remember, Jazzy?
Jazzy, you gonna say she got a headscarf on?
Used to
Lord
play
help
with
her.
her on the Don't Touch
On
It.
Roblox. Come
What?
say hi to the people. Say hello. This is Jazzy.
Okay.
This is
Look, come
Jayla,
on.
and this is
Remember you used to
Jesselyn. Y'all
play
remember
Roblox
Fati
with
and
her?
Wari? Say hi.
With Jazzy?
I think. Oh yeah, I
She's,
remember.
I have
yeah,
the AirPods so they can't, but they're
they
so.
can't hear. Oh yeah, y'all can't hear what she's saying, huh? Okay. Well, she's just saying y'all remember the Roblox. Y'all used to play Roblox on there. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Thank you and goodbye. Wait, what is great message? I'm going to follow her. Thank you for the reminders of positivity. She said you did that. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back. I will be back probably next week with another edition. Probably not a cooking edition, but maybe some conversation. But I want
Some
to thank you
other
so
day
much.
in the life of Coach Sophia.
Something. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Dr. Nicole, for the inspiration, the encouragement. Um, and y'all know what I say. Y'all go be great by what? Mastering what's on your plate. And
Yeah.
remember, we grow better together.
Yes.
All right,
Thank
y'all.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Nice meeting you all.